All right, well, the decision to end a marriage can certainly be a tough one to make, but you don't have to deal with the stress alone. Attorney Heather Quick specializes in helping women navigate through that difficult time. And Heather, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Your story is very interesting, and I want to hear all about it. And I want to hear about what makes your approach so unique.
Well, I started after graduating from law school at the prosecuting attorney's office and enjoyed that very much. But as I went into private practice, I began to focus on family law on a broad sense, and while doing that, I just recognized a need to be there for women and really help them through the process.
Yeah, so your focus on women, what are some of the issues, if someone's thinking about dissolving their marriage, what are some of the issues that women should really be thinking about and be aware of today that you're aware of?
One of the big things I wanted to bring to everyone's attention today is the issue of alimony. It's always a touchy subject. And in 2013, the state of Florida tried to get rid of alimony, essentially the permanent alimony, and drastically reduced alimony for women. And my concern is that it did not pass, but I believe it is going to be again before the legislature this upcoming year, and it's going to be detrimental to women if it passes.
So if it does pass, what should people know about that particular piece of legislation? What does it mean for these women?
It means that you and your partner have made an agreement and you stayed home, you've raised the children, you've supported them in their career. And if you've been married 20 years, the maximum amount of time you could get alimony would be 10 years. And you also would be imputed income, and even if you couldn't get a job. So there are so many things that will have a financial impact on women after divorce if this law is allowed to move forward.
So what are some of the ways that we could expect women to realize this change? Women who are going to go through the process perhaps after the legislation passes, what should they expect if they wait?
If they wait, they can expect, one, I think we'll see a lot more divorce in marriages where, honestly, the husband's feared alimony, and they'll see the option open now and move forward. A lot of the law will have to be tested, so a lot of the legal process could be longer because many of the judges are used to the old laws, and some of those things will have to be tested in the courts to see if they'll stand up.
So Heather, what made you decide to take a particular interest in women's issues as it is related to divorce?
Through my experience in divorce, I saw a need for someone to be there for women and really help them through the process, because it's not just a legal process. There's a lot of emotional support that is needed, and also to help them think about their life moving forward.
And so you've written a couple of books, even. Outside of your practice, you've written a couple of books. Tell us about those.
The first book, which is still available free on my website, is A Women's Guide to Divorce, How to Gain an Advantage in the Process. Really lays out a lot of practical steps that I am hopeful is helpful for the women going through divorce. And also, I've noticed I get a lot of potential clients, women in my office saying, I don't know if I need to go forward with a divorce. I don't know if I'm ready. So the next book is Divorce Right for You? Help them take some steps to really evaluate themselves and determine if they're ready to take that step, or maybe they can put their marriage back together by following these steps.
And viewers can actually get a copy of your book, a free download, perhaps, of one of those books from the website. Is that right?
Yes, the first book is available on the website, and they're both available on Amazon, but the second book is only available on Amazon right now. We will be selling it on the website shortly.
And besides the books that you've written here, you told us about two of them, you're going kind of one step further to help educate women on the issues around divorce.
Yes, and really also the healing process after divorce, because it is like a death. There's a lot of emotional distress that happens, and they really need to redefine themselves and move forward. And I'm organizing women's retreats where they can reawaken their spirit and really get some purpose moving forward in their life.
So aside from downloading the book, reading up on it, and maybe even looking into this women's retreat, what should someone do if they're a woman at home right now watching, thinking that they may be facing this type of issue? What advice do you have?
They really need to talk to an attorney because there's sometimes so many questions that even after reading the books, which both of my books are good resources to begin, they feel as though they may need to talk to an attorney, particularly if there's domestic violence issues or they're really not sure what to do, and they can certainly call our office and we will get them in and help them through that process.
All right. Well, Heather, thanks so much. And we'd like to thank also Quick Law Group for sponsoring this segment. For more information, visit thequicklawgroup.com. You can also give them a call at 904-203-4420.